Hey Apex followers, today I'm going to go over the Burris scope. Burris in general, by far one of the best optics makers I've ever seen. You know, there's plenty out there. You have Nikon, you have Vortex, you have Leopold. Leopold is what we used in the Army when I was in. We used them on the scouts teams. We used them for anti-sniper as SDMs, SWAT designated marksmen. We use a mil-dot ratio. But for a lot of people out there that don't understand mil-dot ratio, it's a formula that you have to build. You got to memorize. You got to know how to throw it together in a moment's notice. But what Burris has done to take that mil-dot ratio inside the scope and not have to do the formula to figure out which dot on the crosshairs to use, they went ahead and they put in a windage and an elevation on each individual scope for the most part. You're gonna pay a pretty penny for it though, but it's worth the money. And as I've said many times before, I am a value and quality guy. I like to find a happy medium. But when it comes to the optics, there's nothing that beats a Burris scope that has the windage and the elevation in it. So this scope here in particular, it's the MTAC, which stands for Military Tactical, obviously. It is a actual magnified scope, and inside it has a actual, looks almost like a mil dot, but it actually has 4 holes in it, or 3 dots and 1 hole in the bottom on the outside of a ring. So how they set this up is you can set it up for 100 yards, and then each dot after that is a drop. Then also has the windage. The windage on the inside, for some scopes, it'll actually give each increment for how fast the wind is going for every 5 mile an hour up. And some of the scopes are really expensive, are going to give you, break it down to like a 2 mile an hour wind difference. But this scope here is a perfect scope for an AR or an MSR, as I prefer, modern sporting rifle, because AR is a assault rifle. It's an action, not a noun or pronoun, as the recent media is putting out. But AR actually stands for Armor Light Rifle Model, 15. Big misconception in the news industry. But getting back on topic, so this optic itself has magnification. It's a 3x, so a 3 power, or the magnification at 3 times. But on top of it, I have my Reflexive Sight that comes with the optic as well. It comes with the scope. It's in a combo. And how it's used is bring it up, and you have it automatically set up to where you have a red dot right there in a holographic sight. So it almost works like an EOTech, but actually probably like a fifth of the size. And this optic itself runs about $650. But the rule of thumb on optics, whatever you spend on your rifle is the same amount you want to spend on an optic. That is going to match the grade of the rifle to the optic. And that's rule of thumb on that. When it comes to firearms, I don't mess around. That's one thing you do not want to skimp out on, is safety and performance on a rifle. All right, Apex followers, thank you. Have a good day. Get outside, stay safe, shoot on.